G'day scrappers and gold lovers. I've got one more scrapping video for now. I've pumped out a few. This one is a phone which I think might be a VOIP phone. VOIP meaning voice over internet protocol. I say that because it's got on this holder that holds the phone a thing that you slide across, and out comes a USB spot. And I believe, I don't know because I've not seen one before, but the only thing that makes sense to me is that this would plug into a laptop. And I'm then guessing that when this is on the handset holder, and if that's connected to your laptop, you should be able to make phone calls over the internet. I think. I could be wrong. I'm probably totally wrong. But that kind of makes sense to me because I don't see any other reason why a phone handset would have a USB spot, unless it's simply for charging the phone, which is kind of weird. I've never seen anything else do it that way. So I'm going to try and get into this part, see what's in there, and we'll get into this phone as well. There's no gold in there that I can see. Maybe the bottom half of those could be. I don't know. So we'll pull it apart and have a look anyway. Now some phones underneath the keypad have lots of gold touchpads, and some don't. Some are carbon, some graphite, some are something else. So hopefully this will be a good one with lots of gold circles all over the board. We'll see. So I'll get into them now and see what's in there. Okay, it's looking quite promising. So I've taken the top off. That's just rubbish. On the back are these springs. And the general rule, if you're not sure between brass and gold, is does this go anywhere near a power circuit? Does it form a circuit? Does power get anywhere near it? I mean, it's hard to explain. If it's got anything to do with power, it's usually gold. If it's just like a hole where a screw would go into, then it's probably just brass. So these here would be gold for sure. You can tell by the colour they're a lot brighter than brass. So they're quite nice. And then also in this part here was this part here, which again looks like it's got little gold screws on it, springs. I've taken one off already. Quite nice. So we're already looking at some gold, and we've only just started. There's gold on the board. I would think that might be gold, or it might just be the yellow paint that I talk about. A lot of boards have got like a yellowish coloured paint on them, but kind of looks a little bit shinier to me than what the yellow paint would be. We do have some nice gold contacts here. They what goes through the back here into to charge up into this. So they look quite nice. Now these parts here that the battery connected to do seem to have a goldish coloured look on it. Now I think these types of things are the exception to the rule, because brass could be used for these, just like on a plug that goes in the power socket is made of brass, not gold. But I'm tending to think that could be gold. Look how shiny it is, and it's quite a different gold colour to what brass would be. But it only seems to be in one little spot, and the rest of it seems to be steel. So I've got a collection of things like this. Oh, sorry, I dropped my phone. I've got a collection of things that have little bits of gold and they're mostly steel. And I'm just going to keep putting things in that bucket until it's a lot, and then I'm going to use electrolysis to remove the gold, because otherwise that would just chew through so much nitric acid. But that could be nice, so it could be nice and thick. I'll take those off, and same with these ones. We bend it back a bit. You can see there is a hint of gold on there, but it's mostly steel. So they're going to go into the container that I've got with all this type of stuff. Now there's a nice IC chip there. Another IC chip there. And I'm going to see what's under there. I haven't turned the board over yet. Don't want to reveal too much all at once. I don't know if there's any gold inside these black thing where a power socket cord would go into to charge. I don't know. I'll have to bust that open and have a look. Looking good so far. I'll get these off and I'll do something with the front. See what else there is. So I took the buttons off, and unfortunately it's carbon or graphite. It's a real letdown. I was really hoping for some good gold. I took the screen off as well, and there's no gold on here. Usually there's nice gold fingers, but there was no gold on this at all that I could see. So just these things here that we talked about. And I took off the little black plug thing that we said might have gold, and yes, there is gold in there. The other half of it is still on here. You can see that nice gold pin there in front of my thumb just there. If I can get it to focus. Come on. Come on. See if I can get it to zoom in. There we go. Nice gold on that. So we had a win there, and we had a loss on this side. It's a letdown. I really would have preferred to have the gold on this side. Alright, so I just got to take these chips off. There's no gold left on those. We'll just take this gold here off, the IC chips. There's a few MLCCs on there. Alright, so I'll do that, and now I'm going to bust into this contraption and see what's on this. Oh, that wasn't too difficult. There's not much in there, as you can see. A little bit of copper wire, plastic coated. There's an IC down there, and just the gold pins that would be in this. There's nothing that I can think of would be underneath that circuit board because it's laying flat on the plastic. So there you go, guys, another little mini scrap for you. Kind of got some good news there, and bits of gold there, but then a loss on the other side. So bit of hit and miss. I've never seen one before, and I like to try to do videos about things that I haven't seen before, because then it's possible that you guys haven't seen them. You know, I don't want to just keep doing the same videos that everyone else is doing. So I hope you enjoy these videos, these last few scrapping videos I've been putting out. There will be more from time to time, but at the present moment, that's all I've got to do, apart from 2 net. What do they call those things? Routers, internet routers, internet modems. They're both IONET, but they're both different. So what I'll do is I'll wait about, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours. I'm getting a good response from you guys. You're watching these as soon as I'm putting them up, getting a few good comments. So what I'll do is I'll wait a couple of hours to see if anybody wants to see inside the routers. I'll do both of them in one video. Otherwise, if nobody wants to see them, because I'm sure you've seen them before, and I'm sure there's other videos of them, then I'll just scrap them myself later. So let me know, do you want to see the routers or not? Do you like these videos or not? And a lot of people have been saying they like them. Has anybody seen one of these before? I'd like to know. It's my first time. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.